What's up, Kristen? How's it going? My name is Annie. Thanks for doing this. I know it's not very typical. I mean, I don't know. After the shoe story I just heard, maybe it is typical for a drag queen to be like, hey, let's talk for a little bit on the internet.
I
Maybe that's
love
a
it.
thing. Who knows? But thanks for doing this. We love the movie. We started with so let me just get into why I do this.
Yeah.
I started doing movie nights at a local venue because I love movies. I love Elvira. I love Mystery Science Theater 3000. And I was like, what if I combine them? And we show movies and make jokes about it. And it's essentially me getting paid to show my favorite movies to people. And then COVID-19 happened and just ruined everything, ruined it. So now I show them online, and everyone just kind of chats and has fun. I always try to like talk to someone from a movie or a video game that I do. So thanks so much for doing this.
You're welcome. I'm glad you hit me up. I was like, yeah, I
Yay!
totally, I'm totally down to help out. Like, you're like, what's up?
Yes. How are you doing with COVID-19 and just all the shit that's going on? How's that going over there?
It is what it is. That's
Yeah.
for sure. It is what it is. I'm hanging in there.
Yeah.
Still got a little things going on here and there, but it's definitely like a roller coaster. I'm ready for it to get back to normal. I'm over it personally, but
For fucking sure. Holy shit.
yeah.
All right. So, first, Trish, I don't know if you can see the chat. You might not be able to see the chat because you're on your phone, but Trish the Dish says, your earrings are awesome.
Thank you. I got these in Texas. I had this girl make them for me at it was a farmer's market actually.
You're
And I
so
was pretty excited
fancy.
about that.
So fancy. Oh, there's a record button right here. I didn't even realize there was like another record button. Okay, so you were born in Texas. You
Yes.
lived in Hawaii. You're in California now. So you've been all
So
over the place.
yes. So I was only born in Texas. So my mom had contractions when she was flying. She lied about me a month she was pregnant. And then so they had to land the flight in Texas to
You're
have
like,
me.
excuse me, I need to
I
pee.
feel like I
I'm
feel like
done
no
with this flight. Land this shit.
yeah, basically. So that's how I ended up in Texas and then went to Germany. So I grew up overseas in Europe and Asia. So from Germany, Japan, then Hawaii, and then from Hawaii to California.
Oh, well, I missed like 16 countries. Are you from a military family?
Yes.
That makes sense. When I saw Hawaii, I was like, people usually don't move to Hawaii and then somewhere else. Usually you're born there and you stay there. I mean,
Yeah.
unless you're from a military family. So that makes sense. So at what point in all these 398 countries that you've lived in did you decide I want to pursue acting as my career? This is what I want to do.
I, I started that in Japan actually, because I was walking when I was like really young and I got picked up by a modeling agency and then they threw me into acting and I was like, I could do this. Oh, I like this. And so it just kind of continued and that's why I actually moved from Hawaii was because I was flying back and forth to Los Angeles and Hawaii nonstop. So I finally got to the point where they're like, all right, you either make the move, make that jump,
Do something, yeah.
or not, yeah, where it's like it's not even worth it at that point. So I made that jump and I was like, all right, here we go. And so far it's been pretty good.
Well, yeah.
Been
Obviously, it's been pretty good.
yeah.
Very cool. So I know this wasn't obviously your first acting gig. I did a deep dive on you. I found out everything I possibly could. But for this specific film, how did this script end up in your lap? Was it something you found? Did your agent find it? Was he like, "Yo, I found the script. You got to do it."
No. So I guess Greg was like following my work from like a few years ago, I guess. And he said he was like flying into San Diego and then he thought about me and was like, oh, this girl lives in California now. So he ended up reaching out. He wrote me on Facebook. So we were friends on Facebook, but we didn't know each other or anything like that. I didn't know anything about the room um, or anything about him. Somehow we just Facebook.
Yeah.
And he wrote me a message and I was kind of like, okay. I was like, well, can you get more information? And I almost didn't respond back. And then next thing you know, like I hopped on the phone with him and then we met up at the morgue actually in volume one.
Oh, I
So
thought you meant just like a morgue. Just like,
no,
no, just
like
met at a morgue.
they were filming, so they were already filming. They didn't have the role book for the female for Tracy.
Oh.
Yeah, so Tracy wasn't even like she wasn't even casted yet.
Oh, holy
I
shit.
was about, and I show up, and it's like really late at night because it was like I feel like it was well, it was the only time that kind of worked for both of us.
Uh-huh.
And so I show up and it's really late at night and this place looks pretty sketchy. So I go in and I have my friend wait out in the car and I'm like, hey, if I'm not like, if you don't hear from me in like 10, 20 minutes, like something happened, like come get me. So I go in there and I see Greg. He's the first person I see. He's already like, he's got the fake blood on him. And I already know they're filming because he told me they were, but it was kind of creepy and spooky. And then I see Tommy and his arms across. He's looking me up and down going, and I'm like, okay.
Oh, this is getting more terrifying by the second.
And then I got Chris and like, his brother Justin, who's the filmer, and like
Mhm.
Frohan, like Mel, like the crew basically. And they're just sitting there smiling, sweetest people, and I got like the best vibes out of them. And I'm sitting there, we're kind of talking, and then all of a sudden it goes from like one conversation to, so are you in? But I keep in mind I haven't even seen the script. And
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, they're like, so are you in? Like, are you in? Like, we have to start filming like within the next day or two, like tomorrow. And I'm like, what? Tomorrow? Like, what? And so I was like, and I was like, I guess.
Oh my
So
god.
then I went home and I'm like, and then I started looking things up and I see the room. And I was thinking it was just like kind of like this, like maybe a student project or something small, like easy, like.
It has
So
that
I was,
feel to it.
yeah. So I was like, what's the harm in it? Like, okay, I guess I could just do it. Like, it can't be anything that that great because
I mean, you're
that,
half right.
like, yeah. So next thing you know, I start looking up the room and I see the scene of Tommy and what's her name?
Lisa?
Lisa. And it's like the bedroom scene.
Oh no. You're like, I'm out. I'm out.
Yeah.
Nope.
So I see that, and then I'm like, what did I just get myself into? So I immediately text Greg and I was like, hey, does this have nudity? Like,
About
I'm like,
this.
and I still didn't like really know anything. And he goes, no, 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 there's no nudity. There's not. I'm like, okay. I'm like, you sure? And I'm like, great. And all I kept thinking was, well, this is going to be really bad. Like, like, what did I just say yes to? Because normally, like when I work with people, I like them to have like decent quality.
Yeah.
But I already committed and said yes. So
Did they
next thing you
have
know,
you sign like an actual contract and like work out a pay deal and all that? Or were you just like, yeah, I'll do it? And then you're just such a fucking kind person, you kept your word?
yeah, basically, we didn't contact nothing. And I was like, is this paid? Like, okay, was it paying? And it was all verbal. And so that's why another part of me was like, all right, well, I guess I'll show up. And then the day of shooting ship comes, and Greg will deny this. He sits there and he denies this. He's like, oh, no, I sent you the script. I was like, no, you did not. He will deny what I'm about to say. Okay. But
I'm gonna ask him.
the day I got the script, and he will deny that, but I did. That was the day I got the script. I remember because I texted him. I have proof. I said, like, so, okay, I'm supposed to show up today, and I still don't have the script. I still don't even know. And it wasn't even the full script. It was just from that for what we were filming that day.
Yeah.
So,
So
I
you
got that.
still have no idea. You have no idea what's about to happen.
Oh,
You just agreed to be in a movie. You were nice enough to keep your word, and then you're like, well, fuck. Now what? Scene by
yeah,
scene, line by line.
yeah, brief idea of wardrobe, bring whatever. I'm like, all right. I show up and I'm like, so what's this about? I felt like as we were filming it, I learned more about the story as we went on.
Oh my
And then
god. This makes
like
so much sense.
it was never like, oh, I never had like a full script or full story for it.
Oh man, this makes so much more sense. So, due to
Yeah,
the
so there's some scenes that I was like, oh, I get it now. Like, damn, I wish I would have known that.
Oh man. So we were watching the scene where you find out that Greg or what John whatever John I think his name is, you find the mask and all the money and you're like,
Yeah,
"What the fuck is this?" And I was like,
yeah.
"Wow. She seems like she's really upset about this." Now I feel like you were just on set like, "What is this? What's up? What? What am I doing?" That was Kristen talking.
Actually, a lot of people who have seen me like actually upset, they're like, hey, that was pretty good. Like, I've seen you actually get like that. And I was like, I just started laughing. I'm like, I'm not that bad, guys. No. Like, I was just like, inner psycho.
Oh my god, that's so funny. And due to the absolutely unconventional bonkers way you got into this movie, that eliminates like 20 questions I had.
I know. Sorry.
Perfect.
Like, yeah, it was, yeah.
This is way better than I thought it was going to be. Like, I thought it was going to be, we've been talking, I told you, this is going to be so much fun, but this is like way better than the fun stories that I thought we were going to get.
The story's pretty epic. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was pretty good because it was just kind of, I don't know. Like, it's funny because all like, so the whole cruise guys, I'm the only female on set every single day, and we like traveled around, and all the guys, they were like, I swear, if this was any other girl, there's no way she would have been able to wing it, because I was just like, I was just winging it every 5 seconds. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, like, okay.
And then Greg is sitting there probably writing the script, and he's like, fuck, here, there you go. Nope, this is what I had. This is my idea the whole time. This is it.
It was funny. I'm not gonna lie. We had a lot of fun on that filming it.
That is hilarious. Because
Let me move. Like, the sun's like going down now.
oh no,
Sorry. Like,
it's just at that level where it's just fucking annoying.
right? Like, I gotta get like high shoes or something.
If you want to like sit somewhere, just be comfortable.
Right.
If there's anyone that's uncomfortable in this room, it's gonna be me all the time. Just a sweaty mound of makeup and wigs.
I'm like sweating over here. I don't know if you guys can tell, but like it's hot as like balls over here.
I cannot tell, but I can't see past my eyelashes because they're too big.
It's even better over here. Okay, there we go.
Hi. There she is. There she is.
Okay.
You found your light.
Found it.
Yeah, I had heard I had heard the script was like 100 pages, but I didn't realize that they added another 0 and it was actually just 10 pages.
Well, and then volume 2 wasn't like, that was like a later thing too, though.
Yeah.
Which, because what happened was, I think like we ended up getting so much good content, and you couldn't like full on fit it all in, so it ended up becoming 2 parts, and then it just kind of grew from there, and then my character grew, which was pretty exciting. So
this is amazing. This is amazing. Well, I had also I don't know if someone told me or if I read it, but apparently Greg had like a catered script for Tommy, which to me means, okay, Tommy, I'm gonna describe the things that you're kind of gonna say, and please do something like that.
So I didn't see Tommy's script, but
I wonder why. But then again, you didn't see your own script.
First day I worked with Tommy, it was funny because he was like, he's like, oh, he's like, you're gonna do, so you're gonna be famous, blah blah blah, all this stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, okay. Here, I'm like, you dude, well, what are you like? What? I'm just gonna let you say whatever you want to say, and I'm just thinking it's like one of those people who just kind of like has like a big head, or like the one like very Hollywood or LA that they just over talk.
Like when you're at a family reunion or a gathering, and like your drunk uncle is like, you're gonna do so good in life, you're gonna have it better than me, and you're just like, oh, okay, Uncle Ted, stop.
Exactly. And I'm like, I don't know. Like I was just like, whatever. And he's just kind of very he's very amusing. But then he went to the part where he's like, do you know your lines? Do you know your lines? You need to practice your lines. Practice your lines. I was like, yes, I know my lines. Even though like I probably looked at my lines that day up and then I was good to go.
I believe it now.
But that's because I had to. I didn't have a choice.
Yeah. That's when you were delivered them.
Which was great practice for me, by the way. But yeah, then he wanted to practice lines. Then it comes to his lines, right? and it was the birthday cake on volume one.
I heard this was a nightmare. I'm just gonna preface with
That
that.
that scene should have taken like a few minutes at most. It took all day. Like the sun started going down.
Yeah, and
And
then there was like continuity issues.
it, yeah, no, it was kind of funny because Greg was so sweet. I actually was like, I ended up in that moment, I was like, all right, I got respect for the guy. You got patience, like you're real sweet. Like, and he went up to him and he was just like, okay. He's like, Tommy, these are your lines. No, no, no. It's this. And he just kept going over it, like over. And it's the same thing. And they're very simple lines. And I'm like, okay, respect. Just from that moment, that was when I was like, all right, you're all right. You're kind of cool. Like I love that you have patience because I think it hit home from because I learned English as a third language. So
Oh, just a third language? You only know
yeah,
three languages?
yeah.
Jeez,
Like,
Kristen.
well, like like so when I was learning English, it was very hard for me.
Yeah.
And I thought, I wish somebody would have been patient with me like that when I was learning. And I remember when I was learning the word the, okay, and they're like the, right? And I'm like, and they're like, what's this word? And I'm like, but I didn't know my vowels or anything. They didn't know that. And I'm like, and they're like, the, and I'm like, yeah. Now I think everything I see is the word the,
Oh my
and they're
god.
like, and then next thing you know, it got to the point where I was so paranoid when I remembered the word versus like being able to sound it out. It was just like, okay, I know it has like a little, looks like a cross and like a chair, and then the E, got it. And I'm like, that's the, yep, like I got it. Like, and I'm like
Don't yell at
paranoid.
me, please.
Exactly. So I think when I saw him being so patient in that moment, because it was so frustrating for many people who are involved, um, I had respect for that. And it made me kind of go, all right, that's pretty cool. Like, because I personally, it didn't bother me. I just kind of go with the flow.
Yeah.
That's just part of like my personality, I think. But in that moment, I was like, all right. So I do kind of enjoy that scene just because it takes me back to, I'm like, you guys don't understand how much patience went into that scene. You know what I mean? And it was actually, I thought he was very caring with that. So I don't know. I so in that sense, as rough as that scene was, the story behind the scene is actually pretty sweet.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. It's like,
Yeah.
wow, Greg, you're going to be a great dad one day. You're going to be
Yeah,
so patient.
I was so patient. I was like, good job. Like, good job. And then the next thing you know, I have the other scene with him and it's in the alleyway. And I guess a lot of people like that because of my reaction.
You
I've
seemed
been told.
when he's like, "Oh, she's beautiful. You didn't tell me she's so beautiful, John." Like that part because you didn't seem too happy at that part.
Well, you see, like he was like rehearsing this part over and over again, and I didn't rehearse back because if I over rehearse something, I don't do so well.
Yep.
And so I kept trying to get me rehearse this line with him. So I was like, let's just go over your lines. And we're going over his lines. And then he's like, what's your lines? What's your lines? And then so I didn't say it. And then when we got to it, I was like,
Here it
I don't even
is.
like I'm like, okay. And I'm listening to his lines like I heard it for the first time. And I think I just kind of started thinking about everything and was like reacting.
Oh man, that's amazing. This is amazing. I'm so happy we're doing
It
this.
was funny. And on top of that, it was really late. It was in like this strange alleyway. I was a little bit tired, but it worked. It was fun.
And then you got your script 6 minutes prior, so I'm sure that was a little stressful.
Yeah, I think I had that one like a little ahead of time. So
I'm sorry, 10 minutes. 10 minutes ahead of schedule. All right, so I'm gonna give the followers a chance. If you would like to brave the beautiful Kristen and ask
I'm
her a question, just
so
shoot your
icky.
just shoot your hands up in the whatever. We rehearsed this before. Don't make me look stupid, guys. All right,
Ask.
anyone. If not, I'm just gonna ask your questions. Oh, Ashley Pascal, you have a question. Do it up, Ashley Pascal.
Hello.
Hi.
Um,
How are you, Ashley?
so I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
So how did being on set for Best Friends compare to other things you've been in?
The difference, like, how do I compare it? It was definitely a lot more adventureful. Like, it felt like I was like constantly on an adventure. But not only that, I had like, I feel like even on the most stressful like moments, it wasn't so stressful just because everybody was very close and we all kind of became like a family. And so, if anything, I think we all laughed more than anything. We just really just bonded. And the crew was like, it was a small crew. So, with that being said, I liked how intimate everybody was and how much everybody got to know each other versus like other films when they're a little bit bigger. You don't always get that those connections. And so when you're struggling on something, you don't always get like the opportunity to really kind of break it down and have them go, "Hey, why don't we, get a little more into this?" Or break it down a little bit more. So I think that's like the main difference. What it really was more family oriented.
Aw, so
Felt.
cute. Thank
That's
you,
what it
Ashley Pascal.
felt, a big family. Like I felt like I had a bunch of like older brothers looking out for me and like
And then Tommy.
and then Tommy. I'm gonna tell you something about Tommy. He is I I respect the man. I like the man for these reasons. He is who he is. He's not trying to pretend to be something he's not. He owns who he is. He like what you see is what you get.
Yeah, yeah.
People like think, oh, is it an act or is it this? It's not an act, and he can be difficult, but at the end of the day, I love the fact that he's authentic and he's going to tell you how he feels.
Yeah.
Like he's not going to sit there and like blow smoke up your bottom.
Blow smoke up your bottom. Oh, geez.
Exactly. Like, you know what I mean? He'll be like straight up with you. Like if he thinks you're whack, he's gonna be like, yo. And so
Not gonna
I
fly.
honesty. That's what I respect. And that's hard to
Nice.
find.
I like it. I'm into it. All right, anyone else have a question to ask Kristen? Don't be scared. Okay, Trish the Dish with the beautiful pupper.
Can anyone explain the helmet?
Oh yeah,
That
that
was
one too. Yes.
that one does have a story actually.
Yes. Hi, Trish the Dish.
Hey, should I ask about the helmet? No. No, she already answered so many awesome questions about the movie and stuff. So I was gonna ask, I think you have lots of great pictures on your Instagram, and I recently saw a really cute picture of you riding a bike with your little puppers. And so I just wanted to know about your dog.
Aw.
More.
Thank you for asking
More
my
puppers.
Yes.
I like literally the love of my life. I adore her. So that is Kona. She's 9 years old. She's a little shorty mini terrier pit bully from Hawaii. I won her in a bodybuilding / physique contest a few years back.
Nice.
And yeah, so I got stopped in the gym and this guy was like, hey, if I train you for free, will you enter this contest for me and represent me? So I was like, yeah. Like, why wouldn't I like take that opportunity, right? Like, sure, why not? So I did everything this guy told me to do. And then I went on stage and I'm like, what do I do? He's like, just pose. And I've never been in one, so I didn't know how to pose or anything. So I don't know, I probably looked a little silly, but I think what won the judges lovers when I like did this like little turn, like kind of like did a little booty thing. I think they thought it was like adorable, and I was like, well, I ended up winning her and her sister, who unfortunately passed away. But yeah, so I have her, and she surfs. She's a chubby, chunky monkey, little loving Buddha machine.
Yay.
That's what I got about her. She actually came on set.
Nice.
Oh, really? So she got to meet Tommy and Greg?
Yes. Oh my god, more than once. And the first time Tommy met her, he grabbed his script and he goes, "Oh, how cute your doggy," and like touched her with his script.
Damn it, Tommy.
That kind of hesitant to like pet her. He like grabbed his paper, was like, "Oh, how cute, you're a puppy!" Like, it
Oh
was pretty.
man,
He
that's
did say
Tommy.
hi to me. It was funny.
Nice. Thank you, Trish
Yep.
the Dish.
Greg even babysat my dog one time because I was like, "What are you doing? Are you free? Are you in the area? Babysit my dog. I gotta go do this gig," and she stuck with me.
Nice. All right, so can you explain the helmet for us? And then Suleiman, if you have a question, just put your hand up, and then we'll wrap it up. I feel bad because she's been holding her arm out for the past 20 minutes, and it's 89 degrees.
So hot. Yeah. So the helmet. I'm not 100% sure if I'm supposed to give the secret away or not, but that helmet, uh, there was actually a lot of people who were in that helmet.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Tommy was a no-show.
He probably couldn't get past the dog.
Like, it was kind of funny. I feel like almost everybody was like in that.
I would fucking die if you had to like body double in it and talk to yourself. Can we do like a home movie with that?
Like in that outfit and get up. It was pretty funny though. And then Tommy showed up and like he's like, "I got this." We're like, "All right."
It's funny. One of the people who, when we were watching the movie, just before, was like, they probably put that helmet on him so they could just voice over all of his lines. He's probably not even in there. And I was like, we'll have to ask. And she was right.
I mean, but he did do all his lines like there in person. So
good for him. Almost like it was his job. All right, Suleiman, do you have a quick question for Kristen? I know he had a lot of questions about Tommy in the room, and I feel like you've covered everything that anyone could possibly ask in like 10 minutes.
Oh, good. Glad I could help.
All right, Suleiman, jump up onto cam real quick if you got a question. That's fine. It's just get on fucking cam, dude. Come on. Oh, he's camera shy. He wants me to ask. All right, go ahead, bud. Type it out. While we wait, I'm going to ask you some, I want to say fun questions, but like this whole fucking thing has been a blast. Not movie related questions at all. And you can just answer them. You don't have to put too much thought into them because I think they're fun. All right.
Okay.
What movie do you absolutely love that everyone else kind of thinks sucks?
Everybody else kind of thinks sucks.
A movie that whenever you say you like it, everyone's like, ah, really?
You know, I don't know if I necessarily have had that happen yet.
You just like all the good ones. Mine is Moulin Rouge. Whenever I'm like, I love Moulin Rouge, everyone's like, ugh.
Love it. I know.
Thank you.
Love it. No, I actually love the Labyrinth though. I don't know if you
Labyrinth is like my favorite.
That was bomb.
I have a poster with me on there somewhere. I showed Labyrinth at one of my movie nights.
Really?
It was great.
That one's by far my favorite like film of all time.
I noticed in one of your pictures, I was actually going to use it for the poster. It was you, and you just stuck yourself onto the Best Friends poster, and you had a David Bowie Rebel Rebel shirt, and I was like, I love this woman. This is amazing. This is amazing.
That was my future ex-husband right there. Okay, and unfortunately he had to pass away before he can meet me. But damn,
He didn't pass away. He just went back home.
Let's put it this way: when I was like yay high, he was the first man I fell in love with. Like that was my first crush all time. Like I think I was like maybe 3 or something when I saw The Labyrinth, and I remember him like I didn't know why at that time, but he was like, you know that dance he does. He's like, remind me of the babe, and he starts doing that, and I was like,
yeah,
oh just hello, what babe? Like I can be your babe. Like
yeah, I'll show you some power.
I'm like night and day. Hello.
And those were Kristen's first words.
God, I remember I told my mom like, oh, he's hot. And she's like, you don't even know what that means. I'm like,
clearly I do.
No, I'm in love. Like I was like, I'm in love. Like this is my man.
Oh, David Bowie's my favorite. His birthday was the day before my birthday, and then he passed away the day after my birthday. I have like a David Bowie sandwich that I'm in the middle
Wow.
of. I'm sure
That's
you're
cool.
jealous of that line.
I am. I'm pretty jealous about that.
All right. What is the last song that came out that really got on your nerves? That you, when it's on, you're just like, oh, I fucking hate this song, and you turn it off.
Girl, yummy, 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 yummy.
Ah, yes, yeah.
I can't stand that song.
Absolute
Oh,
worst. Absolute
is-
worst.
Like I can't. And then I can't do fireworks.
Oh, fireworks or firework?
Or
Period.
firework. The one, baby, you're a firework, right?
Yeah, you're a firework. It's
Oh,
funny.
firework.
I stream a game called Jackbox where I put it on the interwebs, and you could play at home from your phone. And
Yeah.
since the last one was in July, I do it every month. I called it the Baby You're a Firework singular show because it makes
Yeah.
no sense to me. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Well,
Firework.
those are the two songs that like when I hear automatically, I'm like, "Bleh." Nope.
Same. Remember that one song, "Shut Up and Dance with Me"? I can't stand that song at all. Just shut up and dance with me.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm not gonna do it. I hate it. I hate it. All right. Let's see. If you weren't an actress, what would be your dream career? Like, I mean, maybe acting isn't your dream career. What is your dream career?
I love acting. Personally, it's something I've always kind of want to do. But if I wasn't doing it, I actually was almost going to go into the Secret Service.
Really?
Go on.
I could see it.
Be an architect.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah,
Like
things
it.
just kind of kept falling into my lap, and then my life just kept going a different direction. I even like got into the Air Force Academy, and then I almost did that because I wanted to be a flyer. And then that didn't happen because, like I said, like things just kept falling in my lap and I kept going in a different direction. So
Wow. I mean, and you only speak 3 languages. All right, Suleiman, you got that question or no? I don't see anything in the chat. Here you go. Boom. Did you learn anything about Tommy's past from interacting with him? I know he's super elusive, but Greg talked about some of it in the Disaster Artist book. Sorry, waiting to copy and paste.
I actually learned a lot about Tommy and Greg. A lot. We all became really good friends, and
Would you say you became best friends?
oh, the bestest. Bestest. I'm gonna keep it at that though.
Okay. I respect that.
I'm gonna keep their privacy to like what they decide they want to share.
Well, after that one documentary that Tommy tried to stop from coming out, like it's gonna be out there soon.
Yeah, it should be interesting how that plays out.
Guess we'll see. I think it's called A Room Full of Spoons, if I remember correctly. But
Yeah,
all right. All right, one more question. So, who is your favorite drag queen in this Zoom chat right now? Asking for a friend.
You,
Me?
obviously.
Me?
I mean, invited me to come on here, so it's like.
Wait, hold on. I gotta do the reaction gif. There you go.
And I'm like, yes.
Do you watch drag at all, like Drag Race or Dragula or any of that jazz?
I mix it up. I'm not familiar. So okay, so this is my problem. I don't remember names of things I watch. Do I watch drag stuff? Yes.
Gotcha.
For names of stuff? Not really. It's rare.
I like
rare.
it.
Like I'm more like you tell me a scene or you tell me like a portion of something, I'm like, oh yeah, and then da da da. Like there's this drag show on, I think it's on Netflix with the guy, and he has like this girl who I think she ran away. Or something, and then he does like this beauty pageant.
Was it AJ and the Queen? Was that it?
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
RuPaul. Yeah.
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 I like that. I thought it was pretty cute.
Nice.
I laughed. I thought it was, I was actually kind of.
I don't think I watched it, to be honest with you. I haven't.
No. I thought it was really cute. It's
I'll
pretty
check it out.
fun.
I'll
You
check.
should.
I will.
You-
I will.
It's a good one.
I will.
I laughed. Okay?
You made the sale. You made the sale, Kristen. All right, well, I think that's going to wrap it up for us. Thank you again so much for doing this and holding your arm out. I know I said it was going to be 20 minutes, but it was 40. Your fucking triceps must be killing you. You should end. I was going to say, maybe you could win another dog. Maybe you could win another dog with your one bicep.
Hey, I'd be okay with winning another dog.
There you go. Oh, my other question was, who or what was your favorite pet? I'm not saying that it has to be the pupper that you have now. Even a childhood pet, just your favorite.
My favorite, honestly, I think it was I have 3. My cat Yuki, who's from Japan, so he's my favorite over there. And then I would say Kona's sister was actually that she had my heart. Her and I had a different connection. And then when she passed away, that's when Kona and my bond grew.
Yeah.
So now my favorite. 3. I have 3 that were absolutely I was obsessed with.
Aw, cute. I have a cat named Garbage Cat, and she's my favorite ever.
That's amazing.
And I've only had dogs before her, pit bull specifically.
Yeah.
And I trained her like a dog because I was like, I don't know how to train a fucking cat, and she acts like a dog. She comes to her name. She sits for treats. She's the smartest cat I ever met.
So that was my cat Yuki. So he used to walk. He would walk my sisters and I a mile to our school bus, the bus station.
Oh, jeez.
And then he'd go home. And when I got off the bus, he was always waiting there for me.
Wow.
And he'd walk all the way home with us every single day.
Your cat's already better than mine.
He
Fuck.
was he was pretty freaking cool. I'm not gonna lie. He even got in a fight with a raccoon and
well, goddamn.
Oh, he was a badass. 100% badass. He was big. But I'm just I'm obsessed with animals in general. But those are my 3.
Nice.
Sure.
I love it. Well, thank you again for doing this. I
Anytime.
super appreciate. I had so much fun. Thank you. Everyone here in the chat is all thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Everyone loves you with all of their heart. If you ever want to jump on and talk to us, you are more than welcome to. Have fun. Please wash your hands. All that. Hopefully this shit's over so we can start working again.
Right?
God damn, it sucks.
Hopefully we can meet in person sometime too.
Yeah, we'll get coffee. And actually, if you're ever here in Philadelphia, they have. Oh, well, you're from Japan, so they have them there too. God damn it, the cat cafes.
Mm-hmm.
Have you?
Oh my God.
Have you been to one of those?
No, I've heard of them. I haven't been yet.
You sit there and you drink and you just pet cats the whole time.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
A fun fact: I'm actually allergic to cats.
Interesting.
And I'm also allergic to dogs.
Wow.
But my dog's a hyperallergenic dog. But yeah, it's okay. I'll get some allergy medicine, and I'm done. I'm in there.
I was allergic to cats, and my mom was so terrible. She made me have a cat anyway, for her cat, and eventually my body was just I fucking give up. And now I'm not allergic to cats anymore.
Oh, that's awesome. Maybe that's what I need to do. I need to get more cats.
Yes, you get it. Yes.
Maybe that's what it is because it started in high school though. I was fine until my senior year. And then I got allergic to everything. I'm like, damn.
You just need more animals. That's where the phrase "the hair of the dog" comes from. When you drink too much and then you need more drinks, the hair of the dog. More dogs, more beers or drinks, whatever. That's not where it comes from. I just pulled that out of my wig.
I like it. I like it.
You know what? That's a story from now on.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Thank you so much for the 9th time. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. All right. Have a great day. I'll see you soon.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.